Hi guys, it's Cheryl from My Well-Rounded Life. I am at Weight Watchers. I just got out. I was so busy, running late. I'm at the earlier one instead of my usual noonish one. Because I really didn't know if I was going to stay for the meeting or not, because I've got some things I want to do today. But when I got there, I decided to stay. And I'll tell you, this is the third time I've come to this earlier meeting to weigh in, but the first time I ever stayed for the meeting, and the place is jam-packed. If you get here on time or after, you're, really interrupting the meeting and struggling to get into a seat. But I really like it. It's loud. Everybody talks. My meeting, there's like probably between 6 and 12 people every week. Just depends, So I knew I gained. I knew this was going to be my first gain, and I was correct. I gained exactly 1 pound. Last week I lost 1.6, and this week I gained 1 pound. It is my first gain in I don't know how many weeks. I have to look and see, but if you can see that, I can't see it because the sun is shining too much. But it says +1, exactly 1. So I'm back up into the 230s again. I'm 230.4. And my total loss went from 33 to 32 pounds now. So anyway, I went from 33 pounds down to 32. And it's all my fault. It started with those chocolate chip cookies. Last Thursday, I had ordered a pack of 3 cookies, and they came out from Walmart and said, we don't have those. So I went to the other Walmart to get a couple other things that they didn't have, and they didn't have the little pack of 3 cookies for 98 cents. That's all I wanted. I was craving chocolate chip cookies, and they have this little bag of 3 chocolate chip cookies. Never had them before, but I knew about them, and I saw them on the online thing. And so I ordered them, and then they didn't have any. So I ended up getting a larger pack. And quick funny story here. The lady that checked me in at Weight Watchers, what are they? Receptionists? I don't know. But she was like, don't be hard on yourself, sweetheart. You said this is your first gain, and it's only 1 point. You can certainly come back from that. This is a new week. She's just very sweet, very soft-spoken. Last week, when I went into the second Walmart to get the things that I didn't get in the first Walmart pickup, I was all done shopping. I had already looked all through the cookies. I was upset because they didn't have the little bags, but they had larger containers of like a dozen cookies. This is in the bakery department, not in the cookie aisle. And I left the cookies and I went and got the like 6 other things I needed. And I was heading back to the bakery aisle just to see if there was anything I wanted. And because I made myself not pick anything right away, think about it and come back type of thing. On the way back, there was that lady. She was in the meat department looking at things, and if you're familiar with Walmart, there's the bakery and then the meat starts, and I'm like, darn it, I gotta pass her to go to the bakery and she'll see me. And if you looked inside my little cart, I just had a few things on the top, and they were all good healthy things. I had some grapes and some non-fat yogurt, and just good healthy, hey, you look like you're on Weight Watchers kind of food. So I walked past her. She had her back to me, and I walked past her really quick so she didn't see me. And I went around, and I was afraid to turn into the bakery area, and then I saw her walk away from the meat that she was looking at, and then I ran over to it really quick, and I watched her disappear into an aisle, and I grabbed the chocolate chip cookies, threw them in my cart, and ran to the checkout. Who does that? I am 53 years old. If I want some chocolate chip cookies, I should be able to get them. But the guilt was so bad because the Weight Watcher lady was there. I couldn't let her down. And it's a good thing she didn't see me, because this week she would have been like, yeah, I saw you at those cookies, and of course you gained a pound. Of course, it wasn't just the cookies. Chrissy had 3 of them. I packed them for her and took them to work for her because she had to stay like an extra day. And so I brought her more food. And then I ate all the rest. All the rest. Gone. So anyway, that day, that Thursday, all 9 cookies, gone. Yeah. And we're talking like, oh, it's midnight, I should go to bed. But wait, there's still 3 cookies left. Okay. And we ate the cookies. So if I could have just gotten that stupid pack of 3 cookies, I would have been so happy. Lesson learned, if they don't have the 3-pack of cookies, don't go there. So besides that, I had wings and Brewster's. Brewster's is an ice cream place, and I had that on Tuesday, and this is Thursday. Who eats wings and ice cream 2 days before weigh-in? This girl. You know why I did it? I'll tell you why I did it. Because at that point, I had already had such a snacky week that I was just like, well, I know I gained, so I'm just going to have these 10 chicken wings with celery and a little bit of blue cheese and ice water. That's what my meal was. I didn't even eat half of the blue cheese they gave me. I ate my celery, and I had 10 wings. 5 barbecue and 5 mild. And I peeled a lot of the skin off the mild ones because they were still a little hot. So if you peel the skin off it, first of all, you shouldn't eat chicken skin. But if you peel the skin off it, it's not as hot, you know. And then I just dipped those, not the barbecue, but just the 5 mild into some of the blue cheese. So in reality, it could have been a whole lot worse, that wing meal. But an hour or so later, I was at Brewster's eating an ice cream cone in a waffle cone, you know. So good. It was the first one, my first Brewster's in, I don't think I had any last year, and I hadn't been there yet this year. So, long time. It's not like a regular place. I don't even want to know what the points were. I didn't look it up. I just, when I got home, whatever I had left for the day, plus my, whatever weeklies I had left, I added it up and just did a quick add, and I wrote wings and ice cream, and then whatever total was for the points, I put that in. So I brought my day and my weeklies down to 0 that day, because I didn't know. And that was Tuesday. And then yesterday, you know, I ate good. I ate within my points. I only had 3 salads this week, which is more than normal. But last week I had 9 salads in 7 days. And this week I just had 3 salads. So we're going to down the cookies and we're going to up the salads. And that's all I know so far. I don't have any plans. I don't have any meal plans. That's my problem. Of course, I made a pot of 0 point chili this week. Did that help me gain, or did that help me gain less? Because my mother had a bowl when she came for dinner, and she took some home when she left, and I ate the rest. Chrissy wasn't home for it, so she missed it, and it was the best freaking chili I think that I've ever made. I brought a cold drink with me. I only had 1 piece of bread with a half a tablespoon of peanut butter on it for breakfast, because I told you I was running late. It was kind of a last minute decision to go to this earlier meeting instead of the 12:15, and like I'd still be home right now, not even ready to leave yet. Someone beeped. I don't know who you are. Anyway, so I had that, and I packed a bag of grapes thinking I'll sit there and eat grapes. And then I have this, it's cold brew coffee from my fridge, and one of the Premier Protein caramels. Actually, it's the Walmart Premier Protein caramel. Delicious. And some ice, and that's it. And this is a cup from the Dollar Tree. It has a little insert you put in there in case you want to put things in it like lemon, watermelon, cucumbers, and it stays in there, and then, you know, you just flavor the water. But I took that out, and it was really sticky because there was a sticker on the side here, and it's still a little sticky around the edges. But I have these stickers from the Dollar Tree that are meant to put on cups like this, and it says I can and I will. Hi, church. So I put, there's a big one on one side, wee, let's stay on this lane, and then there's a little one that says the same thing on the back. So I brought that in with me because I was like really hungry, seriously hungry, and I didn't want to have to deal with another drop in my sugar like the other day when I was cleaning, and I was feeling so bad and I started sweating. I had heart palpitations, and I'm like, oh, I must just be excited for tomorrow because my sister and her husband was coming. And then I knew I felt hungry. I knew it was time for lunch, but I was busy cleaning and I just wanted to keep going. But then I started sweating profusely from every pore of my body. And I thought, well, of course I'm sweating, I'm busy cleaning, but I thought, no, this isn't normal sweating. So I stopped what I was doing. I grabbed the container of watermelon and a fork, a big bottle of water, and went and sat down at the table where my tester is. And as I'm eating the watermelon, I'm testing my sugar, and it was 53. The lowest I ever have recorded is 70. 70 or 73, now I don't remember. I think 70. But anyway, 53, I was like at death's door, but yet I was very calm about it. I got up and I made myself a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, half at a time. Peanut butter on a piece of bread, slapped it in half and started eating it while I made the other half. Of course, the jelly was sugar-free, so that doesn't help. And the bread is low carb, so it only helps a little bit. And I actually took the time to measure out the peanut butter because I'm like, you know, if I got to eat this stuff to get my sugar up, I want to be able to count it. This was last Friday. So I counted it. I mean, I measured it out with the tablespoon and everything. So I ended up having a 4-point lunch to revive myself from that near-death experience. But I was very calm and relaxed. There have been other times when I've had lows and I was freaking out. You know, calling Chrissy, middle of the night, she's at work. She's telling me what to do and what to eat, and I'm scared to death, and I can't eat because I'm starting to feel sick to my stomach. How do you put oatmeal in your stomach when you think you might throw up? You know, but my sugar wasn't even that low then. But it was low for me because I was used to much higher numbers. So because my diabetes is like the average is much lower now, and I can handle lower numbers, it took me getting down to 53 before I was, you know, getting sick. Of course, I had the symptoms before that, but I was choosing to ignore them. But I never experienced anything that low before. Now I know. If I have heart palpitations and stuff, go and check my sugar. Don't ignore your body when it's trying to tell you stuff like that, especially when you have known issues like diabetes. Oy. So, lesson learned again. It's like every time I turn around, I'm learning another lesson. You're never too old to learn, right? So anyway, all right, 1 pound, whatever. I'll just deal with it. I really felt motivated this week to do some meal prep. Like when I made that chili, whenever I make chili or a casserole or anything like that, I feel so good. I feel so ahead, like so on top of what I'm trying to do because I've meal prepped, and I'm not a big meal prepper. But, you know, you really need to be if you want to stay in the game, if you want to keep losing. And I've been slacking, and I need to stop. So I'm going to sit down and figure out some recipes and make something. I'm really limited with freezer food. So maybe what I could do is make some things with the food I have in the freezer. Problem is I have a lot of beef in there that I haven't been eating. I think we may even have some buffalo. But we have to do something with it. I might have to just eat the points, if you know what I mean. And just get it out of there and eat it. I'm not going to waste it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do some meal prep. I'm going to cook up some chicken. I'm going to make some chicken salad for sandwiches. I did yesterday with the last of my rotisserie chicken. And I made this nice container of chicken salad sandwich. And the whole container came to 10 points. So that was for the dark meat chicken and the mayonnaise. Everything else I put in it was 0. So it wasn't that big of a container. but I'll probably finish that off today. And maybe make some more chili too. Come on, car. Green means go. All right, well, I don't think I can think of anything else to say. So I'm just gonna, I have to make a quick stop on my way home. And then that'll be that. I'll try and get this out today. I did what I ate yesterday, kind of I was gonna call it a day in the life, but all I did was sit at the table and talk in between meals and just give like updates of things that have been going on. So I don't know if this video is going to look any different. I hope it looks a little bit better because I'm using my new cell phone, which I mentioned in the other video that I haven't even started editing it, so it's probably going to be a while, but 2 days ago, not even 2 days ago, I got the iPhone 8. I went from the 6S to the 8, and they said the camera's a whole lot better, so I'm hoping that maybe the quality's better. And I went, you know, because I told you about all my storage issues that I was having. My phone was only 16, this is a 64, so I have buku storage, and I am super excited. Super excited. So excited that I just passed where I was going. Now I have to come up here and turn around. And it's your fault. All right. As soon as I turn this corner, I'm going to go. Whee! Oy. As soon as I turn this corner. Turning this corner. All right. What are you looking at, mister with the weird hat? All right. I'm gonna go. I don't have any haul for you today because I'm trying to just do that every other week. I don't really need anything except maybe some more 647 bread. Okay, I said I was gonna go, so I'm gonna go. All right, so until I see you again, be blessed.